Okay, we're gonna shift gears for a minute because you mentioned you start your photography business.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us how that journey has been going for you so far.
Well, it's definitely interesting because I still have a full-time job, so it's a lot to balance. But I enjoy doing the creativity part of it, but definitely gets hard when you're trying to like market. Um, you may have to edit photos more than what you want to edit, and it may take longer to do that. So it's definitely hard to. It's not hard if you understand how to prioritize different things and have like a little system created. But some things like marketing, that's not my expertise. So that's definitely something I have to spend more time on. But it's definitely a journey. I mean, entrepreneurship is not for everyone. But if someone is interested in it, you definitely need to realize it's going to take a lot of time and effort into doing whatever you're passionate about.
That's awesome. So also during this period of time, your YouTube channel has been able to grow as well. So you've had, your regular documenting of your explorations and the
Mhm.
places you travel, but you also have been doing other things like your travel chat Tuesdays, other little short videos that you've been doing as well. So how has the past year allowed you to be able to grow
Mhm.
as a content creator on YouTube?
Yes, so that I always forget about like my YouTube channel's been growing over the past year because I just be drilling in on it. I'm like, I'm gonna make my channel better this year. But before I just didn't have time because like I said, I would be commuting. I'm in the office. I just couldn't do it. So now, or the past year, I've really just been drilling on advertising and making sure I get people to engage with the videos. I actually went back through my videos and updated the SEO on everything, all the tags, everything, to make sure like it was easier for people to search for it. Um, and just, being very consistent with the videos. So sometimes like I'll record multiple videos at one time because I know I still get busy. I'm still working from home, so I can't just stop on a Monday and record a video,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
So sometimes Saturday morning, I'm like just batch recording. So I'll have like the same makeup and hairstyle, but I change my shirt and just rotate out the videos. And then I'll edit them, when time allows. And then travel. So I had to adapt things because Tuesdays has always been my video release day at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I couldn't say my little spiel all the time for my YouTube channel, but that was always my day for it to come out. I think a few months ago, I was watching someone's YouTube video and they were saying like you need to put out videos consistently and put out more. And I'm like, I hardly have time to put out one video. Like
Yeah, and I go
what?
through the same thing. It's like I had to take a little bit of a hiatus because, like you, I'm working
Yeah.
two, three other jobs, but at the same time, it's like I can't afford to put out something all the
Right? Like,
time.
how is this possible?
Yeah, I still have to live my regular life.
So I
So
was
I get
like,
it. I totally get it.
okay, so I was already doing like a travel chat Thursday on Instagram, but it was like very short. And I wasn't like doing any production. Just, I would literally be sitting at my desk. I'm like, oh, I need to record this travel chat for today. So I was like, you know what? Let me just move that to YouTube, get my lighting together, and then just put it there instead of putting it on Instagram and then just advertise it on Instagram. So that was like an easy shift, but still I got to get my lighting. I wouldn't even put makeup on when I was recording on Instagram. It was just like, oh, okay, let me get my phone right now. Um, so I definitely have to do my recording on Saturday morning so I can spend either Sunday afternoon or Sunday afternoon editing, because if I don't, it flows into the week and it gets really hard for me to finish it. Um, so I'm still trying to. It's been working out so far. That my little plan to grow my channel, but we'll see how it continues in the new year because I also have to think of things for Travel Chat Thursday. So I have to stay up on the news or just think of like a travel story from the past or whatever. So I have to like constantly be thinking of like, okay, oh, this would be a good topic for Thursday or whatever. I literally just recorded my travel. So you'll see this outfit on my video coming on Thursday because I just finished recording one. because I was like, oh, that's a great article to mention for Travel Chat Thursday. Let me do it before I forget. But yeah, it's this past year being able to be from home and like I have my other computer just running stuff while I'm at work or whatever. It's been very helpful. And also I don't have to get up as early because I don't have to commute. So I tend to, which I plan to stop doing starting Monday, staying up extra late trying to finish things. But it's all about having a process in place and like having those topic ideas ready. So you don't have to, when you get ready to record, you're like, I don't know what to record today. And then you push it off. So it's just, you have to have stuff ready in advance for it. But it's been working so far. So far, so good.
Well, speaking of the growth of your YouTube channel, we've both been in like different YouTube groups, you know, on Facebook and other in social media.
Mm-hmm.
How has being in those YouTube support groups help with the expansion and further growth of your channel and your content you're putting out every week?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm in a few groups. One of my favorite ones, one is from our travel, and I like that one because we're in the same niche, right? And so they're going to understand what I'm doing and where we're traveling. We're going to have general interest in each other's videos. So I really like that group because we're just having similar topics. Now I'm in other groups where it's for either Black YouTubers or female YouTubers, whatever. And so you may run into some people who have interest in travel, or they may put out travel videos themselves, whatever. But it's been helpful because, you know, you meet those people in the groups and they're like, hey, I want to watch your video. So you watch each other's videos, you actually give genuine support. And throughout their journey, you actually, over time, I've actually became friends with some of them. So we're like, okay, like our new videos out, and then you start pumping each other up. And then it helps you with increasing your, you know, watch time and possibly getting more subscribers. But most importantly, the engagement goes up. And that's something like YouTube really looks at, is when people are searching for your videos and engaging with them. And when that happens, YouTube starts to push your video out more. And so that has definitely been helpful. I've had some videos over the year or over 2020. Like I had a video about flying during the pandemic that has a lot of views. I had a video about the Pimsleur language app. That one is my best video ever, like on YouTube. It has, I think, 3,000 views or something right now. And people are watching it every day. And so that, like, using that, I usually use those groups when the videos first come out to like really help with the engagement. And then after it comes out, then it kind of, I'll push it aside. And maybe if I want to bring that video back up in the future, I'll bring it back to the group. But it's been helpful, meet new people and just, you know, engage and grow your channels together.
Yeah, you were kind of an inspiration to me a little bit in terms of, because I know I had got on YouTube before you, but you got on and took off. So when I started back at the TV station I work at, WMFD, I always back off of my YouTube a little bit, even though I put my clips from that on there. But you made me realize, I think it was the beginning of the year. Actually, it was around April. And you were like, "Hey, are you still doing YouTube?" I said, "Yeah, I just have no time," and it just made it click. I was like, "Yeah, I got to get back on it."
Yeah, so you gotta get your schedule together, like get your topics and just go for it.
Yeah, I'm not thinking back to 2020. I had so much stuff lined up at the beginning of the year from different,
Yeah.
some of my guys who do these auto events and other places I would have to go and be in front of people to interview. I just had to completely reroute my whole plan. But
Yeah.
Zoom, I think for everybody right now, like this, the format this is on, like it's been
definitely
somewhat of a blessing for everybody. In terms of YouTube and, just putting out content.
Exactly. Getting interviews and stuff done or work, God forbid. The virtual work or probably virtual schooling too sucks. But as for interviews and just keeping up with content, even like the what was it, Real Housewives of Atlanta, they did their reunion episode through Zoom. So it can be done. Definitely different, but
yeah, it's like they said, no excuses. Just get it done. I mean, it's available to you. Knock it out.
Mm-hmm.
So recently, I believe it was a month or so ago, you posted a video on YouTube. I think it was about scamming, travel scammers. They're out there.
Oh boy.
So explain to everyone what's been going on with that and how they can protect themselves from these travel agent scammers.
Yeah, so I've read about several travel scammers in the past, but then it actually happened to me, which pissed me off because, like I said, I'm on top of my money. I'm usually on top of all that stuff. Um, so I had met this person. I won't even reveal their gender just in case because they already then went through the whole shame. I mean, it was bad. You should have seen the post on Facebook. They went off everyone for months. But so me and my aunt, we actually were planning to go on a trip with this group. Obviously, it wouldn't have happened because of COVID, but we were supposed to go in August to Africa, to Ghana and Ivory Coast. And we were really looking forward to it because me and my aunt, we both travel solo. And so we were looking forward to it because we were going to be connected with like-minded people. And when it comes to travel, because you don't always find the same people who are on your wavelength, right? And I was impressed because I actually went out with this group when they would be in Atlanta. I would go out, go to dinner. So I met the group leader, I met the people, whatever. And so I was impressed. I was like, okay, this is really cool. Because I was already hesitant. I'm like, I travel solo. So I was like, I don't really want to travel in a group. I don't have time to wait for people. I may not want to do certain things. Solo has definitely been a best thing. But I was like, okay, let me try it. I was like, I don't really want to plan a trip to Ghana and Ivory Coast. That's a long flight. Like, I was just like, let's try it out. So then my aunt jumped on board. And I think this was at the end, what was this, end of January or February? So right before COVID happened. I was in one of my travel groups on Facebook, and someone had posted a link to this other post, like someone's personal page about this travel group. I said, wait a minute, you should have seen me. It was on Thursday night. I was like, I got to go to work. I was on this post reading. I called my aunt. She was living in Arizona at the time. I was like, we're not going on that trip. And I started reading the stuff that was coming up in this post. And from what it sounded like, the group went to Dubai, I believe. And they were supposed to go from Dubai to the Maldives, I believe. I can't remember now. But it sounds like when they were in Dubai, not all the stuff was booked as it should have been, and they paid all this money to go.
Oh my gosh.
And then they didn't have their tickets from Dubai to the Maldives. And then the leader of the group ended up just abandoning them in Dubai, which is not okay because Dubai has a completely different culture than ours in the US, right? So I was like, no, that's not okay. I started asking questions like, oh, do you have this is February at this point, and we were supposed to go in August. And I'm like, have you booked our flights? Do you have the itinerary? I started asking for receipts. There was an itinerary, and then the hotels were booked. But with hotels, you can book a hotel and not pay for it, right? So that was the only thing that could be confirmed was a hotel booking, nothing else. And I was like, nope, I'm not paying all this money and then get stranded in Ghana. Like, what? That is not the way to go for a vacation. Obviously, I could get myself out of it, but for some people, they may not be able to afford or may not have a credit card or something to get them out of that situation. So, I've heard of scammers in general, they usually tend to either get to know you in some type of way or, make nice with you or get friendly with you in order to ease into your circle. So it was very frustrating that happened. And I've heard of other travel scams, and it's usually similar situations where it's a travel group and they're hosting a group of people to go somewhere. And it's different if they're going through a major company. So I would say if you're looking at going on a group, because there are some good travel groups out there, And I know not everybody wants to travel solo. So if you're looking to go on a group trip, look for something that's going through a major travel company like Gate One Travel or Affordable World, because those are reputable travel companies, and they'll have like a person either plan things. You might have a private driver, or you might just have a full blown group, but you're going through a reputable company. Now, when it comes to these little side hustle people, you got to really ask some questions. You're gonna have to make sure you get the receipts up front and don't spend too much money into it. So like if they're supposed to book the flight is by XYZ day, you need to make sure you have that information, because you can't go on the internet and research if they're a good travel host. You can't. There's nothing out there. So me personally, I'm wary of it. I was already like not big on the group trip thing, but now I'm like, unless it's someone like I really know that's doing it, I'm probably not going to go on the trip, unless it's like, a really good friend went on a previous trip with them and they had a good experience and they want to go on this one. They invited me, then maybe, but just some random person and you can't do any research on the internet, I would kind of stay away from that myself. Now, if you want to risk your money, go ahead, do your thing. But I'm warning you, these people out here, they're scamming. There was I can't remember his name. I think his first name was Reggie. He was like over this Black travel movement. This was a few years ago. It was in the news. He got sued and everything. And it was a similar situation with these groups. So I just would be wary if you don't know them and it's not a reputable company.
Right. And you guys heard it right there. If it's not a reputable company, stay away. Protect yourself, please.
Protect your coins and don't get stranded in another country.
Mm-hmm. I know everybody watching has probably seen the Fire Festival thing. Don't let it be one of those, please.
Oh my gosh, how could I forget about that? That was so bad.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was so bad. I couldn't imagine landing in the Bahamas and seeing those little, like, what was it? The little tents for like
the FEMA tents?
Yes, the FEMA tents. Oh my gosh. That was bad.
Oh my goodness. Well, I want to be respectful of your time. So we're in 2021 now. What's next for Key to the Explorer, and what are your goals for the year?
All right. So I have a lot of goals for the year. They're like in different buckets, but I do plan to travel this year, but travel definitely is going to be different. I usually don't travel the first few months of the year anyway, because my job is demanding at the beginning of the year. But I do plan to travel, and it will probably be like I book, just like with Bermuda, I booked that trip like 4 weeks in advance. Typically, I would book international travel months in advance, but I'm not doing that because borders can close very quickly. COVID can change very quickly. So I do plan to do that, and it'll probably be trips closer to home, but we'll see. It's just now January. Things will probably change later in the year. We'll see. As for photography, I am getting back on my Airbnb experiences. So those appointments are available right now just through January, but I plan on continuing that throughout the year. I plan to start doing more with the product photography. My main goal is currently right now is to find more people to photograph their products. So that will definitely be a big initiative for this year. And then I really need to focus on my mailing list for my website, because if Instagram ever shut down, you're not going to have anyone to contact. So that's one of my goals for the year also. And then continuing to grow my YouTube channel. I really hope I can get it monetized by the end of this year. But getting 4,000 watch hours is a lot. So we'll see. But that would be my goal. And I have some other goals, but those are like my main goals for the coming year.
Excellent. Well, with that said, the people need to know where they can find you. Where's all your social media handles and your YouTube channel? Just plug all that stuff.
Yeah, so you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and you can just type in Key to Explorer. and it will come up. And then you can also visit my website at ketoexplorer.com. Very easy. Same name everywhere. You can find me. Check out my channel and subscribe.
Yeah, please do that, guys. Now, once again, I thank you so much for being on the show today, my dear. Wish you the best, all the blessings in the world, and hoping you have a great 2020, and hoping the same thing for myself and everybody else.
You too.
For 2021, I should say.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Forget
man,
2020.
yeah, it's
in the
weighing
past.
on us. It's weighing
Right.
on us, man.
Well, thank you so much.
All right. Great having you.
Nice
Keto
to be
Explorer, everybody.
Yes. Bye.